One day or the other, we realize that we cannot live like a child and we have to set up some kind of systems with a smart money saving habit. Most of the time, we fail to realize how we should do this. They say that old habits die hard. We can imply that any type of long-lasting habit that we think we cannot mend, we actually can. Small changes in our day-by-day lives can bring happiness and a sense of security in our future. So, in this video, we will discuss 7 easy and effective money tracking habits of the rich and how you can incorporate them into your life. So, if you are new here, please consider subscribing in order not to miss any of our future uploads. You have probably heard this many times, but I must say, start tracking each and every expenditure in a spreadsheet, a diary, or an application in your phone. Check your account statement and identify room for change. Kakeibo, the Japanese art of saving money, can help. Kakeibo reflects on Japanese cultural beliefs about the importance of saving money, and it is believed that users can save up to 35% on their monthly expenses. Maybe this is your first time hearing Kakeibo. It is a Japanese art of budgeting which involves keeping a journal of all your incomings and outgoings so that you can see where you are spending unnecessarily. This style of budgeting was invented by Hani Mokoto in 1904. Kakeibo is the best for those inconsistent budgeters, first-time savers, or envelope budgeters. Nowadays, there are so many expense tracker apps and few of them are Mint, YNAB, Albert, and others. I made a video about the top 5 best budgeting apps for you, and I'll link that video in the description box. What's really important is getting into the habit of tracking what you spend consistently. You need to create a separate account for spending. Also, if you're an online buyer, then it is advised to delete certain social media accounts or apps that do not add value to your life. By doing this, you can save money and time. Budgeting is the personal finance tool for taking control of your money. Sticking to a budget will let you get out of debt and make your future secure financially. Good budget always allows you to understand your financial situations and manage your money. There are various ways to do budgeting based on your priority. One of them is the 50-30-20 rule. This means 50% of your take-home pays towards needs, that is rent, food, transportation, clothes and bills, and 20% towards savings and debt payment, and 30% towards your wants, such as a car, expensive clothing, electronic gadgets, and many others. If your earnings is above average, then you need not to have spent 50% on needs. Instead, it can be contributed towards your savings. Some people make a habit of saving only what is left after paying off their living expenses and covering the cost of other discretionary purchases. For them, an automatic saving plan is the best, where the contributor automatically deposits a fixed amount of funds at a regular interval, such as recurring deposits. Automating expenses and saving is the key to achieving a long-term financial security. Even if you forget to save, the automated plan will always remember. If you have a small crunch in a particular month, you can still lean towards a budget well with the minimum you have. On this channel, I haven't talked much about the 48 to 72 hours rule. I mean, this is the best rule that I have ever set for myself, and that helped me financially. The rule is simple. Before you buy anything big, give yourself time to think a minimum of 48 to 72 hours. In the meantime, check in within yourself and decide whether you really need it or it was just hit in the moment decision that you took. While analyzing, you can also think of a thought like, I will save for this product and will buy with that. Use that time to create a bigger wedge between your needs and wants. There is nothing wrong with buying your wants, but some want tends to be a low on the priority list because we have other plans for our money to live a bigger dream. A short-term sacrifice for a long-term goal is a winner every time. Assets are something we've talked about many times on this channel, and if I watch my Read That Pour That video, then I know you know the difference between assets and liability. So, with most goals, setting a plan and sticking to it is the surest way to be successful. You have a bank account, a saving account, you are budgeting, and you are making good sacrifices for your bigger intention in mind. But certain things are missing, like your asset or investment. Zig Ziglar once said, expect the best, prepare for the worst, capitalize on what comes. So, there are a few things you need to capitalize or establish while you are young. That is one, emergency fund. An emergency fund allows you to live for a few months if you lose your job or something unexpected comes out like illness or accident. Emergency funds should be viable usually for a minimum of 6 months of your expenses, including your loans. I've talked more about emergency funds, so I won't go into details. You need to also capitalize on retirement fund as long as you are young. Saving for retirement is the best investment. You must have heard about pension plans which can help you accumulate a part of your savings over a long-term period. There is a wide range of pension plans depending on your budget, plan structure, and benefits. Tennessee Williams once said, you can be young without money, but you can be old without it. So capitalize on your retirement fund while you are young. With regard to your spending, compare actual versus planned spending. Actual spending is how much you really spend, while planned spending is what you have planned to spend. Try your ultimate best to make actual spending less than planned or make them both equal. With minimalism principle, you will learn to see what you truly need and appreciate for the modesty of living with less. You can do so by practicing to sell stuff that you aren't using anymore or repairing instead of buying. Minimalism involves tidying up our homes to live a less cluttered and haphazardous lifestyle, where we can see and use our things all the time and hence avoid buying any new ones. Obviously, when we desire more than what we bargained for, it will slowly lead to this ultimate decision: find something to pay for more. Whether you find another high-paying job or try for promotion at your existing one, certain limitations can come in your earnings, especially if you acquire multiple dependents. Going out on weekends is one of such occasions that makes you more likely to spend unnecessarily. You eat at restaurants or go to the mall and buy expensive things. Instead, consider some weekends to stay and enjoy at home, or go for some picnics with family and friends, where you all have to contribute together for a meal and some fun bonding. Yes, I know, organizing your finances can be a pain. It involves a lot of thinking and planning, and it is also a time consuming on its own. But the long-term benefit that you, your family and your dream can get is guaranteed. If our parents could think of all these things with their careers and children, then we can do also same, and even better. So create those financial calendars and set reminders for important tasks such as paying quarterly taxes and checking your credit report to improve your career income. Or you can also build up a side hustle that grows into a second earning. Thanks for watching. Do leave us a comment below if you have any special way of tracking your spending and saving up your money. I would love to hear all of your comments. And until the next one, as always, au revoir, mes amis.